Hi guys, I'm here for another Mask Monday. Hope you are okay with just like more of a natural lighting. My last video was like this and I actually really liked it. There were some people that liked it in the comments as well. Usually I film really late in the day, so I always use a ring light so you guys can see the products better and just better lighting in general. But I am officially on spring break. So if you guys don't know this, if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for checking out my channel. I work at a school, so I have all the school vacations and I am officially on spring break right now. So I'm filming way earlier in the day. I figured, like I said, I take advantage of the natural lighting, and I'm going to do a Mask Monday video. And I am also going to show you guys the giveaway winners for last week's giveaway during the Mask Monday. So let me show you the 5 masks that I will be giving away. This is the mask I wore during, it's a little dirty. Don't worry, I'm going to disinfect that. It's because I had it on top of the package of the masks I used. So some of the serum got on it. Because this is the mask I used last week in Mask Monday. And I said I was going to give one away. This is Soon Skincare. It's a K-Beauty brand. Almost all the masks I'm giving you are K-Beauty this time around. So, and this one has hyaluronic acid, which is really moisturizing for the skin. This one is a multivitamin mask. I love this one. I give this one away as gifts all the time because I just love the look of it. And it's like so small. It's perfect. Fits in a card. Like if you do friend mail and stuff like that. So cute in a gift basket, anything like that. And this one again is a K-Beauty brand. Then I have these two right here that are K-Beauty brands. One is Skin Relief Repair Irritable Skin, and the other one is Natural Hydration. And these I all picked up in FabFitFun sales, like I said in that video. The last one is a Dollar Tree one I'm going to throw in there because I wouldn't be my channel without Dollar Tree. Like, that is like probably my biggest playlist, maybe other than FabFitFun. I love doing Dollar Tree hauls, so if you're new here and you love Dollar Tree, definitely stick around. But I love the Bolaro skincare line at Dollar Tree. And this one is Positive Any, Jojoba, and Aloe. So those are the 5. I will be showing you the giveaway winner at the end of the video. I am going to use one of the ones that are included in the giveaway. So I'm going to be doing the Natural Hydration Maintains Moisture Mask because my skin has just been super dry lately. So this is one good thing about not having the ring either. I can actually wear my glasses, but I forgot it is a Mask Monday video. So I will have to take my glasses off. So I had said I didn't have like a set of questions for this video. So I was like, what am I going to do? So I had told you guys if you have any ideas, if you guys want to hear any stories, like to just comment down below. And I got 3 main things. And one was to talk about my Easter plans because Easter just passed. So I figured I would do that. And the other one was someone specifically said how they love hearing about people's like family trees, that's something they do in their free time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And then another one was kind of like how me and Joe met. So I'm going to combine this into all 3. So it's going to be a little bit of a story time. But I'm going to try to keep it brief. Honestly, it is kind of like brief story. So Easter was very chill. We just did dinner and lunch. So I always have to split my time between my family and Joe's family. If you're in a couple, that's usually how it goes. And we're always very fair that way. You know, even like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, like we'll usually do one at one parent's, one at the other. But when it's like a one-day holiday, you know, we kind of just split it up. But it kind of worked out because usually my mom does a lunch and so does Joe's mom. They always start around the same time and we always just show up at 1 late. But this year, my brother actually worked Easter. So my mom did dinner instead. So my mom's was at 5, Joe's mom's was at 1. So it worked out perfect. We did Joe's mom at 1 o'clock. We left at 5, went to my mom's at 5 o'clock, and we were there till late at night. So that was our Easter plans. Joe's mom did like a roast beef with carrots and potatoes, and she knows I'm not a big beef person. I've never been a big red meat eater, so she made me a little chicken breast, which I appreciated. And then she had like a codfish dish. Codfish is really big with my nationality. I am 100% Portuguese. I have mentioned that in the past. I am actually first generation born in the U.S. Both my parents migrated here from Portugal. My father was 23, I believe. He was in his early 20s. My mom was very young. My mom came down at 3. So my mom knows perfect English, perfect Portuguese. She is bilingual because she did do the school system here in America. She has her American paper. She's an American citizen. My father was older in life because he never planned on coming here. My mom met him up there in Portugal in her early 20s on vacation. She went to go see some of her family because I still have family in Portugal on my mom's side. Most of my dad's side is still there, like 99% of them. They met on vacation. My mom was there for 3 weeks because she was staying with family. You know, you don't have to pay for a hotel, so you can enjoy your vacation more. And my dad and her met on the first night at an outdoor concert, and they spent every single day together for those 3 weeks. It was like you know, love at first sight kind of thing. When she left, they stayed long distance for 3 years. It's a beautiful story. They wrote each other letters. They sent each other gifts. They talked on the phone. And that wasn't easy back in the day. You know, a long distance cost money. It wasn't free. You know, there's a time change. It was very difficult for them. And after 3 years, you know, my father was like, well, we either got to make this serious or end this. It's too hard. And he said, would you marry me? And my mom said, I will. If you're willing to come to the U.S. and start your life here with me, I will 100% marry you. And my dad did. My dad came all the way here with no family, not knowing one word of English. When I tell girls that nowadays, they're like, well, I can't even get a guy to text me back. And your father flew here? And he did. My mom went there in January of 1989. They married in Portugal. They said, my mom had talked to an immigration lawyer. They said that was the easiest way for him to get a green card quickly. So my mom came back as a newlywed by herself. My father had to stay in Portugal. And my father got his green card in March of 1989. And then my father was able to come down. In between March and July, my mom planned her religious wedding. Because I am Catholic. And, you know, the state weddings in older days now, I don't agree with that. I don't know if I'll have a church wedding. But, you know, more old school, you know, you're not married unless you're married in the eyes of the Lord. So between March of 1989 and July of 1989, my mom planned her church wedding. And my parents had a religious wedding in July of 1989, and my dad has been here ever since. So he's been here, do the math, well over 20 years, over 30, because I'm 30 years old. I was born in 1991, so they were married for 2 years before they had me. So at least 32 years he's been here. And he's learned some English, but he still primarily speaks Portuguese. Part of where I live is like Little Portugal. There's a huge Portuguese community where I live in Massachusetts. So my dad gets by very well. And that's kind of like my family tree. So I figured it kind of all combines. Joe is half Portuguese and half Mexican. His mom's 100% Portuguese. She was first generation born here, but his grandmother was born in Portugal. And the father was born in Mexico. Joe's mom, when she was a teenager, moved from Massachusetts to California, met Joe's dad, got married, had Joe. So Joe is, like I said before, half Mexican, half Portuguese. And they did eventually come back down to Mass. So that's why he's here. But he lived in California. So he's lived in the East Coast, the West Coast. But anyway, so that is our family tree. That is what we did for Easter. Codfish is very big in Portugal. So Joe's mom made like a codfish dish. Then I went to my mom's. I did not eat dinner at my mom's. I was way too full, but I had some desserts. And my mom, so she has some health issues. She's had a heart attack. So she can't do like, cooking for a lot of people. She does if it's easy things. But because it was a big holiday, she was like, I'm just going to cater. So she did like calanjana, which is like a big Portuguese dish. It's like little necks, pork, and potatoes. And then, my brother has a son, so she just did like chicken tenders. She did Portuguese stuffing, which is really good. And then she made like a roasted potato on the side. And then she had some desserts. So I just had desserts there. It was a really enjoyable Easter Sunday. Really enjoyable for me because I knew I was off the next day because I was at my mom's till almost midnight. So anyway, so then I came home, went to bed, and here we are on spring break. So I talked about our Easter plans. I talked about our family tree. Last but not least, how me and Joe met. I think it's a beautiful story. Probably not as beautiful as my mom and dad's. You guys tell me down below if you have any cute how we met stories. But I worked at a Portuguese grocery store. Like I said, very prominent in Portugal, like Portuguese community here in Massachusetts. I worked at that grocery store for 8 years. Love it. I talk about them all the time. If you guys watch previous videos, I love working for a small business. I love working for a family business. They treated me amazingly. So I was there for so long. I was there 5 years after getting my bachelor's degree because I loved them so much. Still love them so much. So anyway, I was working. I was cashiering. I was at Register 2. And Joe was in line at Register 3 with his mom. Because, like I said, his mom is Portuguese. She shops, she buys Portuguese goods. So she was going to my store. She'd been going to my store since she was a little girl. The store that I worked at has been open for well over 30 years. So that was just her regular shop. I recognized his mom very well before me and Joe even started dating because she was a regular at my store. And he had just broken up with a girl. And he's at Register 3. And he said the first thing he noticed about me was my behind. Let's be honest, because my back was facing him because I'm at register 2, he's at register 3, and I had to turn around to ask the girl at register 3 a question. And he said that he already liked what he saw from behind, and then when I turned around and he saw me, like, you know, fully, he like instantly was attracted to me. And I guess when he got to the car, he would not shut up about me to his mom. He was like, wow, that girl register 3 is so beautiful. He was like, because he knew his mom shopped there regularly, he was like, do you know her? So the mom's like, well, I don't personally know her, but I mean, she's worked at the store for a long time. He was like, she cashes me out a lot. And my mom's like, why, are you intrigued? And he goes, yes. So, but Joe was too scared to make the first move. He was like, it's kind of awkward, like coming up to someone at their workplace, because he is very respectful. Because I've had guys hit on me at work, and it's like you feel like you're stuck because you're stuck behind a cash register. You can't go anywhere. It's uncomfortable. And he didn't want to put me in that scenario. So he was like not sure what to do to confront me. And I guess he just kept talking about me. He talked to me about me to his sister, to his mom. And I guess the mom was like, you know what? She didn't tell Joe she was doing this, but she was like, I'm going to make the first move for him. And I'm ringing out groceries, and I have my bagger, my friend Britt, who worked with me for many years, and I'm just ringing groceries, not paying attention. And she's like, oh, querida, which is sweetheart in Portuguese. She's like, my son finds you, I know this is awkward, but my son finds you so beautiful. And I don't think I'm unattractive at all. Like, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder anyway. But it's not that I think I'm not attractive, but I don't think I'm like someone's like number one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just because I am like overweight, and I don't know. I don't really know how to talk about that. But my friend Britt is like the traditional very pretty. She had beautiful eyes, beautiful body. Like, so I kind of just assumed she was talking to Brittany, because Brittany got hit on all the time at the register. I very rarely got hit on. It happened, but very rarely. So I just keep ringing groceries. And she's like, Querida, I'm talking to you. And I'm still just ringing groceries. And Britt goes, Taylor, she's talking to you. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I knew her name was Anna. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Anna, what's up? And then she was like, my son finds you attractive. And I didn't really know what to say. I'm like, she's like, I'm sorry, I know this is awkward. She was like, but he hasn't stopped talking to you since he saw you a few weeks ago at the store. She was like, let me show you a picture of him. So she goes and shows me a picture of him. And he's with a gorgeous girl on the side of him in this picture. And he's wearing a suit. I believe it was a senior prom photo. And this girl's gorgeous. I'm like, if that's his date, then why the frick is he looking at me? Found out in the future that it was his sister on the side of him. She is a very pretty girl. So his mom was like, do you think he's cute? And I was like, I do. And she was like, but then part of her was like, well, it's my son. So, I understand that I'm a little biased, but I think he's cute. She was like, I just wanted to know what you thought of him. And she leaves. Never says nothing. She comes back again at 2 months later at this point. It was not like a significant. She did, the original reaching out to me was in November, and I heard nothing for 2 months. I kept waiting to see if she'd come back in the store or if the son would come back in the store. I caught myself thinking about him just because it was a very intriguing interaction. And I had never really seen him before. I was like, oh, he comes in the store. So now, I'm kind of looking for him now. And finally comes January, and she comes back in again. She's like, honey, I'm so sorry. She was my son got into a car accident right after I talked to you. He tried a few times to come see you, but it was hard for him to get rides. She was like, but I want him to add you on Facebook. Like, what's your last name? And boom. That's how our love story commenced. All right, so now I'm going to do the giveaway winner. Let me flip over my camera. Oh, you know what? I think that's my friend, so I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I had a friend that was coming to drop off some books for me to borrow. I will be talking about that in my May book review, because those are going to be the next ones I read. But now we are going to do the giveaway winner. So I'm going to flip over the camera and show you the comment picker. But I just want to say a big thank you for all the support I've been getting lately. If you liked any of this content, like I said, I do book reviews, I do unboxings. I'm filming some room tours really soon. Super excited about that because I did move into a new house. Definitely consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm. But now let's get to where all you guys want to see who won those 5 masks from the Mask Monday giveaway. All right, so I am on my iPad today versus my iMac, oh my God, versus my Mac. So I already copy pasted the Mask Monday video. I already did filter duplicate users, so that way, one person who comments twice doesn't get 2 entries kind of thing. And then filter comments based on a specific text. And the text is masks. I wrote that already, didn't I? Hold on. It was zoomed out. That's weird. I had wrote masks. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's somewhere here. It knew that because it's saying my unique comments was 17. So I'm going to hit start, and you guys are going to see who is picked for the winner. And I am going to confirm that they are subscribed to both me and Wendy when I get off camera. So let's see. Kerry Smith. I never wear foundation, maybe because I'm over 50, but I just think that foundation, highlighter, and especially contour and bronzer look very weird, out of place, and tacky. Maybe it's just that most of the people that I watch wear way too much of it. I just don't like seeing these gals with huge white blobs of highlighter on their tip of their nose. I love Dollar Tree, Bolero mask. I've never had an issue with them, and they always smell great. And I remember I commented back to her, and I even said, yeah, that I never did highlight on the nose. Like, I always felt like I was just going to be, like, shining and, like, Rudolph. Not that that's red, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to bring attention to my nose. So usually if I do highlight, it's kind of like on my inner corner of my eyes and, you know, my cheekbones and stuff. But Kerry Smith, I'm going to confirm they subscribe to both of us. If there's any issues, I will just be picking another winner. Should be fine. I haven't had any issues yet. You can contact me. I always link my Instagram down below if you have Instagram, and DM me, direct message, or I have my email in my about me of my YouTube, and you can just email me just so I can get your address information and send that package over to you. Congratulations. But that is it for the video, guys. I hope you're enjoying these Mask Mondays. I know I'm really enjoying them. Have a great and amazing day.